Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Lizzie and I am a mama of two, a boy and a girl, 3 in 1. So just to give you a little bit of my background, I am a stay-at-home mom, full-time, have been since I got pregnant or had my first child. So like roughly almost 4 years now. And let me tell you, it's not the easy sit around and eat bonbons all day kind of job like I thought it was gonna be. In fact, I had no idea what to expect because when I first started my journey, it was during the time of that thing that happened in 2020 that we're not supposed to talk about. So not only could I not like accept all the help in the world, but also like there was not that many resources for me to reach out to, nor was there a lot of places offering things like kids gym, music class, and library stuff and all the things, right? So a lot of it was spent like alone in isolation with just my kiddos. Well, kid number 1, then kid number 2 went later, but whatever, you know what I mean. Anyway, today we are gonna dive into the solo dad drama and what that actually indicates for all stay-at-home parents out there everywhere. So the solo dad has a huge following on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, all the platforms. He has a huge following, mainly from other moms and especially other stay-at-home moms that like to feel included in the conversation of solo parenting. Now, I myself solo parent quite frequently. I wanna say at least weekly. I am solo parenting at least one night, if not mostly, you know, the day, you know, the evening to tail ends of the evening to where by the time my husband comes home, it's like, really, what are you gonna help with? Because the kids are down, everything has been done, like, welcome home though. So either way, I know a lot about being a solo parent. Now, that does not mean that I am a single parent. And I think that there's a difference with the way that the solo dad is marketing that. He comes off as someone that is always with his children. Now, I'm not trying to speak poorly about the people that like are working parents and all that. That's like a whole nother animal that I don't even understand. I have never had to live with, and if you're doing that, my hat is tipped down to you because I have no idea how the heck you do that and everything that is involved with being a parent as well. But the way that he's manipulating his audience is to think that he's doing it all completely on his own. And the mother is nowhere to be found. She is never being talked about. There's no indication that she's ever really doing the parenting herself. It's just all kind of falling on him.
I'm just gonna give her like 2 minutes, see what happens. I'm hoping she's just like so tired that she will fall asleep. She only had one nap today. Just give it to her and take it away like when she's sleeping. Let's see how that goes.
Now, he is kind of forthcoming, at least in some of his videos, that he has another full-time job where he is a nurse, I believe, or some sort of, you know, in the healthcare industry-esque personnel, to where he works, you know, really hard shifts, swing shifts, oftentimes the grave shifts. His shifts kind of go all over the place. But then when he comes home, he is completely on parenting duties, which if I'm not mistaken, so is the rest of freaking America. I mean, from what I know is you go to work, you pick up your kids or you deal with them when you get home. And then if your partner has to switch off and go do night shift, that's a different thing. But for the most part, people go to work and then come home to their kids all the freaking time. So it's not that special of a niche, but yet you're marketing as if you're this super solo superhero dad that kind of does it all on his own. A lot of the times people question if the wife is also there in the background, but he just films these things as if he's soloing, or if she's the one doing the filming and he's manipulating his audience to think that he's actually doing it all just by himself, setting up the camera everywhere he goes, especially when the kiddos break out into some sort of a sickness, and then he's got to deal with sick kids, the house, the chores, everything all by himself. Like, he is just hats down to the best dad in the world, right? Now, I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just saying that the image being portrayed out there might be a little misleading, because it might not be all true. Is it manipulation to call yourself the solo dad when you are solo parenting, like possibly at night when you come home from shift and then your wife has to work? I don't think so. Not if your target audience is also other people that understand what solo parenting is. But to say that you're soloing all the time, or that you're the solo parent, aka the solo dad, kind of indicates that you're a single father just pulling the weight of the world all on your own. And this is coming from someone who is also filming a lot of the time solo night in my life routines, which I don't get to do quite often, because when you're doing solo parenting and you're truly like accustomed to doing it, everything is on fire. The world is a shit show. And you don't really have time to set up a camera and be like, oh, let me set this up conveniently in the corner over here while my child falls off, hits their head in the corner. And yes, this did happen in one of the SOLODAD's videos. And then like throws up and then has another issue, and then I have to go deal with that. And then this one's having a sleep regression. And then look at how crazy my life is. It's like, if your life was really that crazy, you'd put the fucking camera down and you wouldn't film it, would you? At least for me, most of the time when I'm doing it. And the shit show was happening behind the scenes. The camera ain't freaking rolling. It's usually the slow, easy nights that if I do even ever catch that footage on camera, it's the easy and chill nights when my kids are not feverish and falling all over the place that I actually film it. Now, I'm not hating on the solo dad completely. I think a lot of us are also just kind of throwing in a tad bit of the hate, a tad bit of the sass, because it's a male entering this like usually female role of the sole caretaker. So it's interesting to see that dynamic, but then at the same time we're like, wait though, like that isn't really mathing with that. And I don't know if you're actually soloing all that much, or you're just kind of manipulating the masses to get the views. And that is in which the problem lies. Is it okay to have a complete platform dedicated to you solo parenting and solo dadding it up the whole time, when in reality you're probably not the entire time doing that? And it's just some of the nights, but you're now marketing it as if it's every single day. We never hear about the wife either. Like, what does she do? It's never even been clear if she has shift work to where she has to go to work when he comes home. But that is kind of the impression that we're all being led to believe. Because when he's solo parenting, she's not there. And it's oftentimes in the evenings, and then at nighttime, that's the portion that he takes on. So what is she doing during that time? Or is she just behind the camera?
Get out now. Don't wait till tomorrow. I have been stuck in traffic for hours. There is traffic now all along 75, 95.
To me, if you're going to be calling yourself the solo dad, it's giving off I'm a single parent taking on everything like vibes. And to me, that doesn't seem very honest to your audience, because you're not a single dad. Just like I am not a single mom when I solo parent at night, or when I'm solo parenting my day routine or whatever. I mention that I am solo parenting for that day, or that it happened to fall upon me, but not that it's like something that I live all the time. Even when the role happens to fall on me quite often, and oftentimes more than once weekly, meaning you parent from sunup to sundown, then all night long, and then the next day from sunup to dusk, when your husband finally trickles home for the evening portion of the shift to where you can have some relief. That is one day of solo parenting. That is what most of America refers to as solo parenting when they are dealing with, you know, a person that doesn't come home on time because of being late to work, or someone that has shift work and has to pick up a weird swing evening shift, night shift, whatever. So I kind of want to know what you guys think, because it's just an interesting dynamic for me. And I don't know how I feel about it. I don't hate on the guy. I follow him. I think a lot of the stuff that he posts is relatable, you know, to the stay-at-home mom and to some of the struggles that we face. So I do find his content entertaining and oftentimes cathartic. But I don't know, a lot of people are up in arms out there hating on him because they think that it's just a false portrayal of what's actually going on. So once again, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys think and where you stand on this whole solo parenting dad dynamic drama. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks.
Glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better.